you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
That's true. I'll make sure I'm ready next time. Okay.
What up, y'all?
Oh.
No. We starting. I'll play it. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Go.
What are you gonna ask?
Nothing. I completely forgot we were recording. Completely forgot.
Oh, just
I was like,
pure shock on your face.
All right,
Yes.
ready.
I'm gonna put that online. My face online. Black Santa wishes you Merry Christmas.
That's perfect.
All right, are you ready? What up, y'all? Welcome to the Willamette Block Party, where we highlight all things melanin in the Willamette Valley. I'm your host, Ray White.
And I'm Allie Saunders.
And we are hyped that y'all listen to this episode today. Allie, how you doing today?
I'm good. The sun is out. It's a little cold, but it's good.
Now, are you excited that the sun is out and it's slightly cold, or are you a person like when it's wintertime, it's got to be actually wintertime?
No, I like this fake winter.
Oh, there we go.
The touch of like the sun, but with a slight chill outside. But by like 11, 12 o'clock, like the frost is gone. I'm not ready for the rain.
Nah.
I think Oregonians true at heart, which is Katie, my business partner. She is waiting for the rain to happen and waiting for it to be cold and wet, and I'm not ready for it.
No. Give me this fake winter.
I don't like it. I like this. I like this weather.
This is good. This reminds me of the good old Southern California winters.
Yeah.
Although it's a couple degrees warmer, or we'll be in t-shirts and maybe some shorts sometimes, but
absolutely not.
Yeah, just no, we ain't ready for the rain. I'm not ready for that. But
no. Keep it away.
Hey, happy Black History Month to you.
Likewise.
Yeah. So we're excited to have this conversation on the Block Party to talk about a few things that one, highlight Black History Month and all the things happening within the Willamette Valley, even share some of our favorites when it comes to Black History Month. And based upon what we know, what are some events that we see happening in the Valley that y'all could be a part of? And we recognize that this won't be all the events because we know stuff are happening left and right all over the place. So we would love for y'all, we're going to put this disclaimer right now. If you have an event that you would like to highlight to get the community involved, be sure to tag us, the Willamette Block Party, on your favorite social media app. And we will go ahead and promote that too, because we want people to show up in the community for our people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, if you were to share, go ahead, Allie. What when you think about Black History Month, what comes to mind?
Oh gosh, I mean, it's just what would X say?
What would X say?
It's just celebrating everything Black. It's celebrating the culture, all the accomplishments that we've done as a community. Obviously, honoring like leaders and movers and shakers in the community, as well as like nationally. I think it's just a great opportunity to highlight people who are not normally like highlighted the other 11 months out of the year. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what other communities kind of in the area, especially in Willamette Valley, and what they're going to do for events and to highlight certain individuals and certain people. So I'm excited.
That's really good. That is good. It is a joy to see all the various ways that Blackness gets highlighted, and how the community, especially in our context, comes together to want to celebrate that beyond just the food and the activities and whatnot. But then we got the movies, we got the festivals, we have museums, various things that also highlight where Black people are showing up, which is really dope. I was trying to look this up real quick. I'm gonna put this link somewhere, but there is a clip maybe from a long time ago where there's a guy standing with his fist in the air saying, "I'm Black, y'all. I'm Black, y'all. I'm bliggity black. I'm Black, y'all." And he just says that over and over. Have you seen that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
When was that? It was a while ago.
See, okay. So now I'm looking it up. It says it's 1993, which
that was a long time.
Stop. Look. Don't fuel these young bloods out here saying that the 90s was a long time ago. The 90s were popping and still popping today. But it says in 1993, Chris Rock's CB4, which I think is a movie, birthed one of the blackest memes you'll ever see on your timeline. And this is from Complex. So we'll drop that in the show notes. But essentially, whenever I think of Black History Month, I think of that for me. More that's comical. Obviously, we'll talk about some of the high things,
I
but
love it.
yes.
Somehow we got to put that in there. That'll be the
We
next post, right?
we we will definitely put that in there. And there's also another one too, which I don't know if this will make the actual podcast, but there's the uh Saturday Night Live. There is a skit that they do where they talk about how to celebrate Black History Month for like every day of the year or why reasons why. And like the first one is like, oh yeah, because the love of Black people. And then from 2 to 28, they said slavery, and it's just like it's real dark. So
Yeah. You're like, yeah, I can make it. I can qualify.
that's not making it. We're gonna cut that.
Uh, but it is just great overall. I love that. I can't take you seriously. So somehow we have to make one clip, at least showing part of it, or be like, if you want to watch it, here's the link.
You know
But
what? I will for sure stitch the Blackity Black part. I'm not gonna stitch the FNL part. That is too that's way
well,
out there.
too long.
That's a little too much for me.
Have you heard of like any events that are coming up so far? I know like NAACP normally does something, the Black Foundation. I know normally throws an event. I honestly don't think I know people acknowledge it and have stated obviously about Black History Month, but any other organizations that are doing events during that time?
Yeah, you're right. There are a few there are a few proclamations that will be happening in various city halls. I think Kaiser is going to do a proclamation, and Salem will do one as well. So I'll make sure we tag those and drop that into our show notes. But I do know that McKay, for those in our local area, will be putting on a event themselves called the Tribute to Black Excellence, and I believe that's going to be happening on the 20th, February 20th, and in the evening. Um, but that would be a really fun one to go to for those who live in the Salem and neighboring cities to come and to see dancing, have music, food, a full-on program as well. And I know that's the one that they do quite frequently.
Nice. I know, also not Bush Park, but the Salem Art Association normally does something as well. They've done a really great job of honestly showing like Black history, but throughout the year. They did a really great uh, portrait pieces. It was by Jeremy Okai Davis, and he actually did a whole big exhibit of a lot of like Black founders and Black pioneers in the area. Are my headphones doing something weird?
No, I got some in my office.
Oh, do you have this shirt?
No, I didn't get the shirt. I got like one of those posters. Hang on.
Yes,
Thank you.
yeah. So it's basically it's Black pioneers and Black founders of Oregon. And I know right now that yes, it's amazing works of art, like how he does it. And so some of the like founder or the Black pioneer, they don't have actual photos of some of them. So he's had to basically use AI and photos of relatives and people and from words of like finding out kind of what their description was. But I think there's 8 of them, 8 or 10. And I think they're going to actually be in Eugene. I think they're going to be there in February, but I'm not sure. But we'll put the dates kind of below if we have the additional
Mm.
information. But it's great information, and anybody can go over to Bush House. That's just another building for the Salem Art Association, and actually just gain knowledge of like, okay, Black founders and pioneers in the area. They've done so much research and have done so much, put a lot of effort into it, which I love and I appreciate that they even have done it, but they've been great advocates and they are doing it kind of year round. So that would be a great place for people to go and visit.
That would be a phenomenal place. I
Mhm.
remember when Jeremy did come to town and had all his artwork displayed in kind of the night that because y'all were there, y'all hosted the
Yeah.
little booth there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shout out to Haven Rose. Um, it was amazing just to see his artwork on display
Yeah.
and in such large format. And
Yes.
when we did Leadership Salem, It was my first time hearing about him because they had the spot at the top of the Bush House, um, talking about actually this particular photo and his family, the blacksmith, Ben Johnson, and his story there, and how this played a pivotal role. And that's why I got it, because it's like my first painting of recognizing that this exists and was the history in Salem or history in Portland. Um, and was excited they did a full on exhibit about it. But what's fascinating is, and I want to say a lot of these places in Salem are doing this, but a reclaiming of history with various uh, traumatic things that's occurred, such as the Bush house, and I forgot homeboy's name, but Bush himself
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
maybe not necessarily the best morally righteous individual in our community, but yet the Salem Art Association is reclaiming not just the story of how the Bush House exists, but the people who inhabited it, who helped build it and helped make it a part of what it is today, and the untold voices. So it's really exciting that this is one of them, and that Jeremy's work continues to show up and down the I-5. So shout out to him.
Yeah, he's
Shout out to
doing
him.
great stuff, really great stuff. And honestly, I agree with everything you just said. It's the reclaiming of it, basically.
Mhm.
I mean, because that's what they really did with Bush House. They had the portraits in there, not kinda to be like a, "Oh, hey, like, F you," like, Bush. It was really more of like, "Hey, we're claiming that house that has so many horrible memories and, horrible history and the trauma there, and basically are reclaiming it back to kind of, the citizens and people who have done great things there." So, I'm
Yeah.
really, again, excited, and if you have a bit over to the Salem Art Association, I say absolutely go. They have, kind of not random hours, but their hours are a little unusual, but it's a big, art museum. And so they have different exhibits kind of like every month that they'll showcase, different artists. But they're always talking about Jeremy Okai Davis and about the Black Foundation pioneers of the Willamette Valley.
Yeah. Which, speaking of the Oregon Black Pioneers, I know they're not doing anything particular in the month of February because Black History 365, but they do create these history tours that I believe they just started promoting more and more in the last year. And they got one coming up in Salem in September,
Yeah.
talking quite a bit about how Black pioneers existed in Salem beyond just what we see in the current state. And they do quite a few freak ones in Portland area, and then a couple of it down the I-5, but more particularly the Salem one would be really dope to check out and go to in September. But that doesn't mean that you can't head up north just a little bit if you're in the southern part of the Willamette Valley to go see some of those tours up in that area.
Exactly. And then speaking of art, also the Portland Art Museum. Are they showcasing anything lately? Are they doing something for Black History Month? I
Yeah,
know.
they are. When I was doing a quick search, I saw they were doing a few events happening during that month. Looks like they're showcasing some curators, Jaleesa Johnson and Professor Kara Hill. They got a whole showcase happening on February 6th. Yeah, to check out some of the curated work from Jaleesa Johnson. That's happening up in the Portland area. And I think it was because of the Salem Art Association that's expanding my mind to like how blackness and art can come together. And it's not like mutually exclusive, right? Like we exist in all the places and spaces. And so just a greater appreciation for how we express ourselves in this way
Yeah.
that goes beyond maybe what mainstream says that we are showcased through.
Right.
And I know that's been a common perspective for the last at least 35 years that I've been aware of, that we're bigger, we're more than just ballers, we're more than just athletes and those that just rap on a mic or stand on a corner and things of that nature. But we do have capacity to be more and beyond, and have always been outside of the mainstream gaze. So it's
See, that's
dope that art associations are doing this too.
yeah, I think it's a great way to do it. And honestly, if you're interested in participating in anything like that, always just reach out and ask. I know they're always either open to guiding you in the right direction or connecting you with someone who can kind of help that if you're interested in art or showcasing anything like that. I mean, why not reach out and try? What is it? The World Stage Theater is also having something happening that is going to be In Portland, February 1st through the 28th, they're doing a Black History Festival celebrating 100 years of Black history, which I think is super exciting. I don't know. Oh, they said this year's national theme is, oh, it's just a century of Black history.
Oh, hey, I got a question for you though.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I got two questions for you. One, did you know that there has always been a national like theme for Black History Month?
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
I did not. That's
I
new.
didn't know that until like last year. I was working with Church at the Park,
Mhm.
and we were putting on monthly conversations to talk about just the cultural dynamics within our community and staff. And one of them was Black History Month. So doing some research, I realized, yeah, they got a whole national organization that really puts forth this theme. So I think you just said, what's this year's thing? Commemorate?
I believe it's a century of Black history commemorations.
That's wild.
Okay, yeah, 2026 marks a powerful milestone, 100 years of national commemorations honoring Black history. What began as a bold vision by Dr. Carter Godwin Woodson and fellow scholars in 1915 became a movement that transformed how the world understands Black life, culture, and history. That's awesome.
That's pretty dope. 100 years.
Gosh, dang,
100
that's a
years we've
long
been doing this.
time.
The
That's,
second question was, have you seen The Wiz?
yeah.
That's all I had. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know if you see The Wiz or not. You know, there's these games, and depending on where you fall in the comedic spectrum, where you either take your black card, take it away or not, if you've done certain cultural things. And so I wasn't gonna judge. I just wanted to know.
You were definitely gonna judge me.
I would you okay?
I was waiting. I was like, what is he gonna ask me? I feel like there's certain things where it's just like, I think there's never a bad time to be exposed to it. I think it's just something about like culturally and community. I feel like there's certain movies that you have to watch.
Yes.
That's what another episode should be about. That our next one is going through the
Mhm.
list of like movies or songs, not that
You
you should
know,
know, but that are popular in our community.
that's actually a good one, and I like what you just said too, that are popular, not in a sense of, like, judgment
Right.
if you haven't experienced it, because
Yeah.
sometimes, like, okay, I'm gonna put mine out there. I don't know how to play spades.
Neither do I.
Okay, so, hey, we here. My grandfather, he tried, and I think he got mad at me, and that was, like, 30, 20 years ago, so I just never brought it up. Um,
It's confusing to me. And honestly, they always say they're like, I'm not gonna teach you, I'm gonna show you. So you have to participate. But then it's like, okay, but then everybody else is about to crack jokes while I'm trying to learn how to do
for
it.
real though,
I always just said, no, I'm not into that. I'm not gonna play.
not
Like,
doing that,
no, I
not
get
doing
too
that.
competitive. But I
Nah.
have no idea how to. No
Oh,
idea.
okay. I've seen TikToks of people teaching because no gatekeeping here. So folks who
Yeah.
are of our generation who know how to play, teaching other people how to play. So we might need to pick that up and put that on the show notes. But I did my best to focus on dominoes than the spades because I felt like, okay, I can count that. I
So I think I can do that.
think I could do that. Although it's been a minute since I played the bones, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't. Oh, what else is there? Oh god.
Uh,
It's oh, what is it? I don't think I ever even really played that. I know my grandma did, but
yeah,
I and my mom did with like her family.
yeah,
But that was really it. And
that
at
was
like,
really it.
family reunions and stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's also true. It's been a minute. I know we've had a few family reunions. It's been a minute since I've been to one, but that's usually the place where you'll gather a lot of those like staple
yeah, absolutely.
activities, right? And either from a family traditional perspective or just a cultural perspective, where you see a lot of those commonalities at play. And it's always fun to kind of even across skin folk, the type of similarities that we've all
Yeah.
experienced in those family reunions, because it's like, dang, I didn't realize y'all family did that too. I was
Right.
like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, just a cultural thing we all did.
Uh,
Um,
it's too funny. Alright, we should do, yeah, like a movie version and like a song version.
no, I don't care
You
what
know,
you
you
got.
can have a different Siri voice. I didn't even know that ChatGPT has, or Uncle Chad,
Uncle Chad.
that he had that whenever you have it talk to you, you can choose the voice that responds to you, and
This
it
is true.
does have a black voice.
But what define black voice, Allie?
It's very look, when
Yeah.
you hear it, it is
Here's your
obvious.
answer.
It's very rhythmic, it's soulful, it's soothing.
I'm glad you asked my question.
Yes.
Here is
Yes,
the
it's
answer.
giving Morgan Freeman. It's giving, uh it's nothing from this side because I think they do have one that's, like, a little bit more sad, but you're like, "That didn't come from a melanated person. There's no way."
There's no way. There's no way.
But there is one where I'm like, "Okay, that one's a little more comfortable."
We might need to, yeah, send me that voice because we'll need to fact check that.
Wait, hold on, let me see if I can.
Oh my goodness.
It is, it's true.
4 score and 7 years ago.
Hold
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. This is
no,
awful.
but it's a thing. Oh, crap, how do I do it? How do you talk? Oh, no, I'll figure it out later. But it does have a, uh yeah, it's just it's a soothing, soulful voice.
So then it goes to the question, I guess should everything have smooth, soulful voice option?
Yes,
And who gets to define that?
the culture. No, I'm kidding. I always think there's always should be like 5 options. They
Okay.
normally have like your and this I'm trying to make sure I say this in the right way. They normally have people like with like okay, like you have like a British accent, like an
Mhm,
Australian accent,
mhm. Or
someone
Northern
who sounds more
European,
like Siri.
Southern.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
normally have like
Mhm.
a Southern, and then there is just that one where I'm like, it's soulful. It's just
It's just soulful. You just can't
oh,
describe it other than
you
soulful.
just know.
You just feel it in your soul. No
Yeah.
problem. Hence the reason why it's called soulful. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not going to judge what the soulful sound looks
I'm
like
gonna figure out
from
how
a
to play it.
phenotype,
I'm
but we just know it's soulful.
it is. It's just
I
it's
like the code. I like the code. Yes.
soulful. I'm gonna figure out how to play it, and I'm gonna put it on Instagram and be like, "Who do you like? Whose voice is
A
this?
little
Would you
seasoning.
put it with this person, or this person?"
That's
Uh,
like with there are these songs where people didn't realize that person was like white, for example, but they sing.
yes.
Yes. So,
Oh gosh, what was it?
soulful.
It's that one guy. He came out with a song. He has a whole bunch of tattoos. He's bald. He is a white man, but when he sings, he does sound black.
Yeah. See? Soulful.
There's a lot of there that happens quite a bit.
Yeah,
Not
that's
even
good.
from singing, but like so there's some guys who even speak where I'm like, okay, you
You ain't
that's
from
all.
around these parts.
No. Too bad
What does that got to do with Black History Month? Everything.
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 All right, getting back on track.
What is the
You have
track?
something about a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, so I was looking up I think it was with the Black History Festival, but they put on a scavenger hunt. And I don't know much about the scavenger hunt. I got to put some more details into it, but it reminded me of a conversation that you and I had last year, I want to say, of trying to do a business scavenger hunt or something of that nature to help the community go out and about and visit some of these places. And
Yeah.
maybe it was more so of a passport kind of a model, but essentially, I thought that was a really dope idea when it comes to getting more and more people in the community um, with what's going on. That's maybe outside again of what you see on the mainstream stage.
Yeah.
So that's what that was there for.
Nice. Okay. Wait, actually, the passport idea would be pretty fun. Like, I don't know what the surprise or prize would be at the end if you go to all the businesses and go to all the locations, but that'd be interesting.
Your prize would be a soulful reading from
I
Allie
need to
Saunders
figure out. I
herself.
swear, like whenever you like hear it, it's one of those things where you just know.
You just know.
Everybody else knows what I'm talking about. You're just
Mm, mm.
I promise you.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
Wow.
hold on. I wanna.
Well, as you look that up, I do know. One of the things that you mentioned Be Black Foundation
Yeah,
earlier. I want to say it was like 2 years ago. They did this series where they were highlighting Oregon. It was called Oregon Legacy Leaders, and essentially they were highlighting those in our community who are black,
yeah,
who are melanated, and highlighting some of the great things that they've done in the community. So we're gonna put those in the show notes, but there's probably one or two that I wanted to highlight just because of their proximity or just the dynamic that they have in this community.
absolutely.
Um, the first one, which was kind of dope for me, was Dr. D. Norval Unthank.
Mm,
And he was the first, or sorry, the only black physician in the Portland area in the 1930s, which I, as somebody who works in healthcare, was just like, whoa, that's wild to be the only brother serving in that way. Um,
I mean, like I couldn't even picture or imagine like the stuff that he probably had to go through, or
yeah.
like, uh, in
And
the
you know, I
1920s.
think he has a statue in a park up in Portland too. I
Oh,
think I've been
nice.
to, which I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. So that's my when I first recognized who he was. But then knowing not only did his profession help him land in Oregon, but just the fact that because he was here and was moved by the racial tension going on in the community, put his advocacy in action and got active in the
Yeah,
local NAACP chapter and the Portland Urban Leagues, um, just helping guide leadership to close the discrimination gap that he saw in his space. So anyway, that was just one person I was like, yo, that's legit.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, we still face some like things together, but nowhere near the degree of what he would have had to go through. It's
Yes.
awesome.
Very true. Very true.
Who's the next one?
Well, did you ever hear about Senator Jackie Winters when you
I
first
did.
moved out here?
Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
I've heard the name. I don't have a lot of background towards.
I can't remember if I met her or not. It was like one of those things where it's like back then. Oh, well, I mean, I've been here for 15 years, so I'm old. My knees feel it. It lets me. My
It's
knees let
cool.
me know when it starts to rain. All right. That's why I feel good today.
Yep. It's
Yep.
gonna be.
It's gonna it's gonna be a little wet today. But no, stupid. Jackie Winters was a senator in the Oregon politics.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one of the few black, one of the few black women who ever hold her seat, um, which I felt again when you think about levels of um, accomplishments.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was pretty amazing. So just the amount of work that she done and why I say her name is because a lot of people she was like heavily respected in the Salem area where the capital is. So if a lot of folks do remember her, a lot of folks remember the work that she done and the greatness that she did to reach across the aisle and bridge the gap in a lot of ways. So her name definitely is rings true and continues to ring in our community.
That's probably where I heard because when did she left the office in 2019. So that was like a year after I got here.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. And I believe she passed a couple years ago.
Oh gosh. I
So
think she passed. Oh no, she died of lung cancer.
yeah,
Oh, that's horrible.
yeah.
She did a lot of things, so that's amazing. I mean,
But
she
she did
did
some things.
great
She did.
accomplishments.
And then the last person, which I actually did talk to, was Willie Richardson.
Mm,
Have you heard of Willie Richardson?
I have not.
So this woman, which actually ties to the Salem Art Association
Uh,
with the mini hats that the church lady hats that she wears.
yes,
Yeah, so that whole
yes. I went to the showing of all of her hats, and oh my gosh,
yeah.
wow. Sorry, go ahead. Talk more
No,
about.
no, yeah, that woman had a lot of hats, but uh how did I meet her? It was during like at the like 2021, so like around the pandemic time, I was having conversation with somebody and he was like, "You got to meet Willie Richardson. She is a phenomenal woman who has a lot of passion for our community and just would love to engage with you." And I was like, "Yeah, great." So I had a Zoom call with her and she was just like, "Oh yeah, bring the babies over. We'll have ice cream and all that kind of stuff." And I was like, "Ah, I would love to do that. We'll figure that out." And unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to. But once I learned more about who she was, like she was out here fighting in education and fighting for our community in every pocket of Salem. And something that like what inspired me was just that like she saw, not only did she see problems and just like kind of talked about it with amongst herself or her family, she just like, no, I'm gonna actively stand up and be engaged
Yeah.
to uh help close racial discrimination for kids and provide resources for our next generation. And um yeah, so it's just the fact that she was real pivotal in the education space and helping hype up the black community and black pioneers was really dope. And that she had amazing hats, and that's why a lot of people also knew her too, is through all the hats.
No, they were amazing with that. It was through her, like, estate, and they were, comfortable enough with, like, yeah, showcasing her hats along with a lot of her background and what she did, in Oregon, and
Yeah.
it's a great way of how they, like, showcased her, and they're still spreading her message and everything that she's done.
Yeah.
It's great association. Okay, so that's why she was familiar. I was like, "It sounds familiar, but I just don't know from where I heard her name."
Right. Then the last thing to that, she got a scholarship, y'all. So speaking of her estate,
Why?
they offer a scholarship as well. So that could be something we'll also link in the show notes for people who are interested in the Willie Richardson Scholarship too for your education, because it's important things. And I don't know, Allie, while a quick Google search can allow us these questions and things, what I appreciate is just the dialogue of like, what's the impact that this has? And it just makes me wonder how many other pioneers are in our community
Yeah.
today, right? That are doing some amazing work that we just may not know or recognize. Um, and I know the whole idea of we want to give people flowers, and maybe some people don't want their flowers to be given just like that, but I just continue to think about what our role could be
Yeah.
in helping highlight some of those, or just even being that bridge and advocating for a lot of those things that are happening around us, that folks may not know.
Well, I think that's kind of what we're doing now. Why we created the Willamette Block Party is to be able to highlight and showcase those individuals. And again, why we're not trying to go for not necessarily like the big flashy, people and companies. We are wanting to look for the people who are making big changes that not everybody kind of knows about or hears
Mhm.
about. Um, And that's why why we started the Willamette Block Party. That's why we're doing kind of what we're doing is so those people can at least be acknowledged to some degree. Like they might not want a parade in their name or anything like that, but a simple thank you, and at least them showcasing kind of what they're doing and why they're doing it and kind of what their needs are that might be supported by other people in the community who want to be doing the same. So
Yeah, there it
where are
is.
you? Everybody out there, tag a person below.
She said, "Where are you?"
Yeah, the thing is they're out there, and that's part of it. It's just like it's funny because we always crack the joke of seeing, a lot of, like, the melanated the diverse communities of, like, the Willamette Valley. We see them on specific times of the year.
Mhm.
Juneteenth, Black History Month, and,
M
like,
MLK Day.
MLK, and honestly, like, randomly throughout the summer, but there's not really a time where we really see everybody, like, all the time. It's those specific moments when we know, like, "Okay, I at least know I'm gonna see you on these days."
Yes.
But we know there are people doing big things out there, and we wanna be able to say thank you and acknowledge them.
Yeah. I think that even because we know there are some staples where we know the community will come out, it I still, at least every time I saw pop up in those 3 key seasons, the question of, "Oh, what more could we do?"
Yeah,
continues to arise. And I would say, uh, yes, I've been here for 15 years, but I think the last 3 to 4 years, the questions have been asked, but then action has happened afterwards, right?
yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, we talked about it. And then all of a sudden, right?
Mhm.
I guess I would say like we talk about wanting to do something before, and then Juneteenth pops up. Now, because it's a national holiday, then we do stuff for Juneteenth, right? We talk about, hey, we know we get together more frequently throughout the year, and then Bliss pops up, right? The Brief Retreat pops up. These various things continue to pop up around us that folks are like, yeah, I see it, and I could probably help close that gap. It doesn't have to be a grandiose like event every time, but we're gathering community, and this is how
Yeah,
we can do it here for those who are in this particular places and spaces. And we always know there's more community that can happen, but
absolutely.
happy that the community that is happening continues, and want to keep highlighting those along the way.
Absolutely. Keep doing
Yeah,
this. Get us together.
get us together.
Black History Month is not only in February, so
Oh, which okay, last thing, last nerdy thing I'm gonna share. Sorry,
so
cause you got me. Just stop.
don't knock your mic over. Chill.
I do
Calm
this
down.
every time. Chill. Let me tell you something. Um, there's a I'm changing my thought. There's a historian named Dr. Jamar Tisby, and I follow one of his publications in Substack, and he was highlighting Black Season from MLK Day all the way till the end of Black History Month. Let me see if I can
Okay.
find it quick. Shoot, where did I see that at? All right, this is a slight detour, slight detour. Where's my emails? Where's my emails? So
I'm
yeah, like
okay all the
tw-
way to the end. Is there a name for this, or is this called Black Season?
that's what I'm. Okay, look,
Oh, that's what you're trying to find out.
I'm looking currently. Jamar Tisby. The Case for Black History Season is the name of his publication. Oh, it goes from MLK Day to April 4th, which April 4th has a lot of significance to it. Number one, April 4th is my birthday. Number two, I'm still that in there. So if y'all want to give your boy a gift on April 4th this year. Uh, Number two is also the day that MLK was assassinated. So that's there. That's the most important.
Things that other than my birthday.
It's my birthday.
Actually,
But
I do like that. It is just more of like it would, I think, absolutely be accepted by the Black community. I think
mm,
nationally recognized would be way harder when already things are kind of
right,
being taken away. Um, like unfortunately, like for MLK, they normally have like okay, free park admission, and that was unfortunately rescinded, and that was just it was a little frustrating. I think for me when it comes to that, and then like I always just have it in the back of my mind. I'm like, okay, Juneteenth was just recognized recently as
mhm.
being like a holiday, and that being potentially like taken away again. And so, would love to have that whole season of it, but I'm like, okay, like the national recognition, I think would be harder.
In which not everything needs to be nationally recognized. I mean, I guess
It does,
it doesn't.
right?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
but it would be important. Yeah,
It will be important. Like that's a staple in the community. If we're
yeah,
like, yo, we are here, nationally recognized, and everybody recognizes it. I also don't want us to always think that because it's not nationally recognized, it shouldn't be observed.
right.
And I think that's why I like language like this of I I said Black History Month, Black 365, because I think McDonald's does something every Black History Month that talks about Black 365. But it's like, okay, y'all, like y'all ain't doing that in September. But
Right.
anyway, um, what this opinion piece that we'll put in the show notes as well. He had it on CNN, and then he also put it on his own Substack. But essentially, it just highlights how important it is for us to look at that season from January, MLK's birthday to MLK's assassination, and
Yeah.
all that happens in that space is like provides breadth and depth for us to look into things historically, and also just showcases that like, hey, like if we can do it during this season, we can do it all year, right? It doesn't
Yeah,
have to be
absolutely.
just 1 month, which knowing that Black History Month did start as a week and then continues to expand.
Mhm.
What if this is an evolution for some of that knowledge and education to expand as well? So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that.
All right. Nay's ready. Corner is over. You can, um,
Now all I can picture is you. Do you have a sofa or like a seat next to you? What is that? What's that chair next to
You
you?
talking about this nice big chair over here?
You're gonna have your moment where you walk over there and you put on sunglasses and you're like, okay, here's like the fun fact of the day.
Welcome to Ray's Fun Fact of the Day with his soulful voice.
Uh,
Yes, there have been a few podcast content sat in this reflective
yeah.
chair. Reflective Ray. Hashtag reflective Ray. All right. That's all I got.
Well, happy Black History Month. We are excited. Again, we asked a couple of questions kind of overall from the audience, from people listening and watching. Tag the movers and shakers down below, people who you want to see be interviewed and come on the podcast and be asked questions. Also kind of, yeah, share your opinions on like the Black season and kind of what your thoughts are towards that. I think we had one other question too. Oh, the events coming up. So if you guys know any additional Black History Month events that are coming up that your local church is doing, your school's doing, your mom's doing, let us know. We might come over the house, grab a plate, let us know. But make sure to tag below. Let us know about them. That's the only way we're going to be able to showcase it to other people so other people can know. Stop.
I'm sorry. What's your mama doing? Like,
Who knows? What if she's having a barbecue? I want food.
I think my mama will be in town for Black History Month, so
Tell her to cook. Tell her to have a barbecue.
yeah. Oh, my sister might bake. I might ask her to bake.
I do that.
I might
I
hit her
always
up.
felt bad because I make Katie bake for me all the time, or cook for me
Dang.
all the time, and I don't cook. I don't
Oh, we
I
talked
don't get
about
love
this.
out of doing that.
We talked about this, yes.
I
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off in your outro. That was just a funny statement about that.
Sure.
What your church doing? What your mama doing? Like, let us know.
Share the address. Share what the meal's gonna be. And,
We coming through.
we'll comment back with our food allergies. Let us know. And we'll see you guys on the next Willamette Block Party. Thanks for joining us. Bye, you guys.
That's all bad. That's so
If
funny.
someone is having a barbecue, I'm going to go.
Which I mean, I like what you said. It was just funny that you had to bring your mama into it.
You
With your-
You gotta make sure. Oh, I should have been like, ask your mom if it's okay to
well, it's
invite
too
you.
late now. You got that whole block party come to your
But
mama
it's
house.
like, I will bring my own to-go plate. I will bring
Ooh.
my own Tupperware. Like,
Too funny.
just hear you in the background. Oh, hold on. I found it. There's 3 different voices
Oh God.
from Uncle Chat. It's Breeze, Cove, Ember, Juniper, and Sky.
Okay, who are these?
That's the type of voices that they have.
I almost cussed. I'm sorry.
That's the.
I almost said
I
something.
don't know. I don't think he does. Can you show? Wait.
That's a few
How do you
choice
do
words.
this? How do you turn it on? Here we go. Okay, found it. Okay, there's Vale.
Vale sound like a
Oops, my bad.
black auntie from Michigan. Auntie Vale.
Black auntie from Michigan.
Hello. It's not.
Hello.
If there's anything
That's Vale.
please don't hesitate. Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about us teaming up. How can I jump in and help?
Hey there.
Hey, it's great to meet you. How's your day going?
That's not so cool.
Some free stuff together. Hi, glad to meet you.
See, one with an
I think we can
accent.
do great work together. Where should we start? Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running. So if there's anything
Just
you'd like me
like-
to focus on first, just let me know.
Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask me about anything that's on your mind. I'm ready to go.
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking forward to working it out. Let's figure out where to start.
What? You can't.
Hey, how's it going?
His name, that's Spruce, is calm and affirming.
Hey, how's it going?
That is a black man.
Let me tell you about this. Young blood.
Let's figure out where to start.
That's a black man.
Hi there.
He
Nice
still
to
sounds too
meet you.
cheerful though.
I just want to share how thrilled I am to work with you.
You can't tell me that's not.
He sounds too cheerful though. He needs to slow down his drawl, southern drawl a little bit. Just a little.
All right.
Great seeing you. Nice job.
One,
We off.
2, 3. Ray!
I was on.
No, you weren't. 1, 2, 3. It's on 3, not after 3.
Okay, look. I'm literally synced up with you.
1, 2, 3. You're a couple seconds behind me.
I'm like there. Okay. Fine. All right.
You count.
No, you got it.
1, 2, 3. There's definitely a second delay.
I waited a second.
You have to go when I go on 2. Ready?
Oh, so I'm behind. Am I behind or
Behind.
ahead?
You're behind. You're behind.
Okay.
So you delayed it even more by waiting a second. One,
right.
2, 3.
This is so dumb. Did that go? No. Was I early? Okay. So as you say 3, I'm going to go.
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay.
I'm glad it worked on your end because on my end it don't look good. So
Really?
it's so dumb. Oh, I'm early. I'm late. I don't know what's happening. Whatever.
The video after watching it is all gonna be off.
It's gonna be so
All
off.
of it's gonna be off.
It's gonna be so off.
I can't. Oh my gosh.
So
All right. Bye.
Later.
Now I get out. Bye.
Leave.